I was at the training ground when I found out.
At the time I was in South Korea.
I found out on the last day of training.
You know, the boss said to all of us that we were travelling.
I was ecstatic, I couldn't believe it, you know. I told my mum and dad straight away.
I was really, really happy to know that I could actually come on my first tour.
Wasn't really expecting it. I thought maybe if I have a good season, I'll travel next year, but it came early and they said they're going to push me.
For me, it means a hell of a lot. I was so happy. I went home, told everybody, my family, and I was going away with the big boys.
Yeah, I was just really excited, you know. I went home, told my family.
Everybody's just happy for me, and they know my path, they know how hard I've worked.
There was rumours that I was going a couple of months back, but you know, they're rumours, so I just brushed it away, and yeah, it was unreal feeling.
Just get comfortable first. Just get comfortable. Slap these PJs on. Oh, it's a big, a bit baggy. Yeah.
I think it means so much because it's now becoming men's football. Playing for Arsenal first team it's a massive achievement.
It's a massive deal because it shows where you are in the pecking order, and everyone's trying to get to the top.
To be involved in the first team squad, it's like a little bit of a relief to show that all the hard work's been, you know, paying off.
Because you work your whole life for them type of opportunities. I mean, yeah, you just work. You have done so much to get on that plane.
Yeah, it does feel strange. Someone asked me the question the other day, do I still pinch myself? And I'd say yeah, but I don't think I do anymore. You know, I need to just get on with it and get my head down and realise who I'm playing with.
You just have to stay focused and carry on really, and show what you got, because everything's really a trial.
You can't just jump into the first team. They get to know you better and see you more and see your qualities.
Try not to get too carried away with it, you know. You know, sometimes you can get a bit lost in, you know, the good stuff and things, but you have to stay focused and remember why you're on the trip, what you came here to do.
Yeah, it's big for all of us, and you know, the youngsters that come on it probably next year, I'd say in the moment, embrace it.
Because the club's history goes way back, so just to put on the shirt and step out on the field with the first team players is a big privilege.
I'm just learning every day really, just learning off the best and learning off one of the best managers in the world.
Working with the first team every day you learn so much, and there's a lot of information to take in.
You have to make decisions quicker when you're out there, you have less time on the ball. So yeah, I felt like each session I was getting better.
It's changing the way I play, changing my mindset, changing the way I think about what happens on the pitch and how I read the game. Training with them has made me evolve as a player.
I thought I've done well. I thought I've surprised a couple of people. People didn't think I was going to do this well, but yeah, I thought I've done well.
I think it's not even the training, it's everything in the hotel. Just being on time, eating with them. You need to prove you every single time that you belong there and you're good enough to go there.
It's always about proving a point, showing the world you're the best, showing your teammates how good you really are.
It's just good really to be able to see, you know, the level that you need to get into the first team and see where you are at the moment, you know. Yeah, it's just really nice to be able to, you know, compare yourself against some of the best players in the country and, you know, some of the best players in the world.
You probably see and feel the difference when you're on the same pitch with them. If you look on television, you think, oh, they're good. But when you play with them, you think, oh, they're really good. I just want to be as good as them or even better. So I just try my thing and try to do the thing I can do best.
Can you tell me about the initiation situation in Arsenal?
Yes, you know, it's a bit of a difficult one. You have to stand up on the chair. Usually they give you a chair and you have to choose a song, any song you want.
My initiation song was Drake, Hold On.
I sung 2 times. One time I was late, and I did Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
I sang Ed Sheeran at the 18, but I don't know why I sang that song, because it's not really a song where people get clapping. It's a bit of a slow, sad song. I should have sung like Michael Jackson's or Billie Jean or something like that.
I chose Rihanna and Drake, Take Care, and you know, I just sung, really. Tried to give the best performance I can, you know.
And the first time I did some Dutch song, and it was quite funny for everybody because nobody understood it.
Yeah, I think it went well. I thought when I had to start clapping so I could get a bit of rhythm, but yeah, it could have gone better. You know, I could have gone a bit high with the pitch.
You know, I wouldn't say it was my best performance, you know, a bit of nerves, but I think I got a few claps at the end, so you know, I was quite happy with the reception.
I was a bit timid. I thought that before I went up, I was in the bathroom thinking, oh, I'm gonna smash this. I was on the chair with the comb, thinking, yeah, I've got this. But then when I got up there, I looked around, I see all the players, and I see the boss looking at me. I was thinking, I'm not made for this.
I would say when I first stepped onto the pitch and saw how many fans, you know, I heard there was going to be a lot, but to see how big the stadium was and the fans, yeah, it's a bit of a shock and wow.
When you walk out to a stadium packed full of people, it's amazing. It's a buzzing feeling.
Before I walked out, the boss said to me, yeah, I'll be fine and just relax. And when I walked out, I just couldn't believe that there were so many supporters, and being in Sydney, it's such a beautiful place, and playing in front of 80,000 people was a dream come true. And
to be honest, I don't really feel it. I just, like, I know they're there, but I don't feel it. Like, when I'm on the ball, I just do my thing and try to do my best, but I don't feel that 80,000. I feel just me and the ball.
Once I came on, once I was playing, I didn't really notice it, and I was just focused on my game, wanting to do well, you know.
When I was on the pitch, I was just relaxed and fine, but walking out was probably one of the scariest moments that I've ever experienced in my life.
Obviously you get nervous at times, but you've got to learn to deal with the pressure, and that's what the great players do. So the quicker you learn from young, the better player you'll become.
Then probably when I went to sleep after the game, I realised then I couldn't sleep after, so probably was a lot of images in my head.
My experience on the pitch so far on this tour has been strange, because I'm not used to playing defence, so it's been difficult for me to adapt to it, but I think the focus is just getting on with it, doing the job for the team.
Because there was so much going on, I didn't embrace it enough, even though I wanted to, I couldn't, because I still couldn't believe that I was, you know, playing on the pitch with the, you know, some of the best players again. Yeah, I'm really pleased. You know, I would have liked to have started the game to show even what I can do, like on bigger stage and stuff. But you know, I was grateful for the opportunities I was given.
Happy, of course, but I've always believed in myself to do it, and I always thought if I get a chance, I'll always try and take it.
I think I did okay. I know I can do way better than I did, to be honest.
You know, I was a goal threat. I hit the post in both games, which is unfortunate, unlucky. But you know, it's great to show that, you know, that I'm a goal threat at that level.
Sorry for the fans out there that think I wasn't good enough, but I'm not a defender. So, but yeah, I'm just trying my best to play wherever the boss plays me.
Ribery finding some space once again, but he's just driven wide by the pace of the pass, and Maitland-Niles got across to him and was firm but fair.
The tackle with Frank Ribery, it's not a lot to say, the proof's in the video really. But I just wanted to show him what I could do really. Playing in defence, it's not my position, but I gave him something to think about. My phone lit up, all my friends were texting me saying, oh, you smashed Frank Ribery. They all used the phrase, my guy. It was, yeah, but it was having jokes about it after, but yeah, I spoke to Frank after to see if he was all right. He said he was fine, so cool.
Stepping away from Nelson. There's a good recovery challenge there from Willock.
Yeah, I thought all the young kids that came on against Bayern done well. You know, I thought that you know, we was eager to play.
All the youngsters have come up, we're all really confident in our ability. We all believe that we can make a difference in the game. So when we come on, we all told each other that we can't hold back.
I think the young boys that came on in the Bayern game, they did change their game. And there was a lot more energy, fresh legs, of course.
I think, yeah, the boss, we were very grateful that he trusted us to put us in such a big game, you know, and I think, yeah, it's just happy that, you know, we could affect the game and really, like, help us get the win, really.
We're all encouraging each other and giving each other good advice. So when we go out there, we train and we play, we're not nervous.
I think, you know, us young lads, you know, we've stuck together and we've pushed one another to do the best we can.
When we win stuff like that, we always like to celebrate together, you know. Yeah, it's just a great feeling to share that kind of experience with them and hopefully the first of many.
Well, to be honest, I've enjoyed it, every minute of it, because it's an experience that don't come every day.
I expected there to be quite a few fans, but maybe not so many. And you know, always when you're involved and like in and around it, you know, it's a bit of a shock and stuff.
When I first stepped out of the airport and all the fans were just screaming, it's like, wow. Like, you actually take a moment and just look around and think, this is what I'm here to do. All the fans are here supporting us, and I think it gives you that fire in your chest when you get on the pitch.
I think it's just amazing to see the first team playing, the first team, the treatment of fans, it just makes you feel special.
When we get back, there's not really going to be loads of fans screaming my name, and not gonna be, so I enjoy every minute of it.
For me personally, I felt like a proper player, like a proper professional, and I think I belong there, so it makes me even more happy.
A big lesson from this tour is to never give up, because as shown in the Bayern game, we fought until the last second of the game and ended up scoring the equaliser. In training, same thing with the heat and the running. So I think it all comes into one package, as to never give up.
Yeah, in this environment, you've got to show your true colours and who you are about. You can't be hiding in this environment. You've got to, you know, do what you need to do and stick to who you are.
I think you just realise that you're close and that you know that it can happen.
It's reachable. Being my dream that I've had from a young boy is reachable, and just that I need to carry on learning and carry on working hard.
I think you want to prove the boss, of course, but you want to prove to yourself that you're good. I mean, I believe in myself, but I need to show myself.
I've had a little taste though, which is what I wanted, you know. That's the aim as a footballer, as a young kid, you know. Growing up, that's all I've ever wanted to do, so just giving me even more motivation to have another great season and, you know, really kick on and hopefully knock on the boss's door for a few games.
What are you saying? Press the button here, subscribe.